And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarrett McKinnon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Here we go. Green 39.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Now let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Jackson on second down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jackson now. And able to find Conley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Patriot! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
No. Check. Patriot!
They run it with McKinnon. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's McKinnon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. try to run with McKinnon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Now Newton.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Here we go on 4th. Newton steps away to his left. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
On 4th down, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
Toss play to McKinnon. Back to the 18. Get down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. A dump down to McKinnon. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
He's got a man complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton dancing to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Airing it out for Hearns. He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey.
To throw again, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride onto.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Now the rookie first rounder from San Diego State. It's Rashad Penny. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Leopard!
On 2nd down, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Newton now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey!
A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking sideline, incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To the air again, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Penny, the first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit!
Here's Jackson to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
All right, now look at it.
On third down, Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Detroit!
Jackson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Airing it out for Hurns. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They come, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And McManus able to put it through, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now out come the Bills. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now Newton on 1st down. Flush to his right. Room here to run. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1. Yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And Newton's going to keep it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cam Newton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Packers. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back to throw, Newton. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Newton on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Again, it's Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now the Bills will take another timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll run it again with Penny. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Detroit! Detroit!
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Airing it out for Hearns. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Newton. They'll roll him out right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Packers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for